Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're doing an 8-4 Magic Origins draft. I did get a chance to stream Traveler's Historia yesterday. That was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Going to be doing that again probably this evening and over the next few days, so feel free to stop out. The pack. Well, we've got Knight of the White Orchid, which is pretty fine. We've also got Sigiled Starfish, which I do like a lot. I actually think they're both pretty fine cards. I like that Knight, ramps you when you're on the draw, which I think is pretty good. Although it doesn't really ramp you until turn 3. But, I mean, it's a fine card. Kind of tempted to take the Starfish over it. Just feels like a safer pick. There's also Lightning Javelin. I'm going to take the Starfish. I kind of got my heart set on this guy. He's just been so good for me. Alright, no blue picks. So I think the best card in this pack is probably Anointer, which I do think I like actually more than Wingmare and Avon. But unfortunately, the white cards are the only good picks in here. Like, Fetid Imp, I guess, is a good black pickup. I still think, Anointer, I think, is way better than Fetid Imp. And I do actually think it's better than Stalwart Avon and Wingmare, like I said. I guess I'm going to go Anointer here. If there was a blue pick, I would have taken it. Okay, now there's... I'm fine just taking the best picks for a little while until we see what's open. I don't think Amber Tactician is the best card in here. I think Somberworld Alpha is actually the best card in this pack. Somberworld Alpha is just insane. It does seem like it's just worlds better than anything else in here. So I think we're just going to take the Alpha here, which is fine by me. Okay. Gearcrafter is pretty good. I'm fine taking Visionary. Those cards always big performer. I think I actually like the Visionary more than the Empath here. In most cases, I think I like the Visionary more than the Empath. Just paying 2 mana, getting a body, and drawing a card right away is really nice. It also makes 2-land hands like a lot more keepable. You just feel a lot more safer seeing an extra card guaranteed on turn 2. I think I'm going to take Visionary. There's nothing else crazy good in here. It's definitely Visionary, Gearcrafter, and Empath are the 3 best. I would say if I already had a red card, Gearcrafter would be the best pick, but I'm going to take the Visionary here. Okay, seeing some good red cards here, in this pack at least. Like, a Crowan Sergeant is great. I don't really like Nissa's Revelation much at all. It's a fairly late Fetid Imp, which is also good. No white picks and no blue picks. I think I'm going to take the Sergeant. It seems like the best card in general out of that pack. Okay, I can take Dwynen's Elite. I'm actually fine with that. It's more exciting than Knight of the Pilgrim's Road. And I've got 2, well, we're in 4 colors officially now, but I still feel pretty confident that taking this Dwynen's Elite is going to work fairly well for us. We'll see. Focus on the green. I play green and I play blue a lot, I admit, but I don't know what to say. Why does it always seem like those colors are open? Alright, a couple good red picks here, actually. I'm trying to think of, I think I like Elemental more than Scout, but Scout works really well with the Sergeant. There's also Force Mage in green. They're all fine. Force Mage is particularly good because it works well with Dwynen's Elite. But I don't think it's better than Elemental or Scout. Scout's a 2-drop, but I think I'm actually going to go Elemental. I don't know. I like getting Renowned. Land Horror Waste. Well, we're not in that color, unfortunately. I think I'd take Titanic Growth here. Just seems correct. There's a Cleric of the Forward Order on the wheel, which is surprising because the card is really good. I still think I'm just going to take Titanic Growth. Orchard Spirit's a fine pickup here. Very playable. Let's just solidify ourselves in green and figure out what we're going to do with our second color here shortly, hopefully. Tabled and Print Tactician. Otherwise, the only other pick's the Gather the Pack, which I'm not terribly excited about. I'm going to take the Tactician here. Maybe green-white beats is something I can make work here. Take Aerial Volley for sideboard. Take the Tactics to cut white. Although, it might actually be playable with like Visionary and Alpha and Elite, actually. This might be a Kithian's Tactics deck. So I still don't know quite if my second color's white yet. I did pass some good white cards in packs that actually had no other good playables besides the white cards. So, I mean, somebody else is definitely without a doubt in white. But we do seem to have pretty good free reign on... yeah, I like seeing these late white picks. I guess the Oak Docks maybe for sideboard. I can't imagine playing two Tactics. I rarely play one Tactic, so I'm going to take the Ox there. All right, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, we got plenty of green picks. So maybe green-white beats. I think green-white beats is a very good archetype in this format. Sure. I'm still going to leave it sorted by color for now. If I saw some bomb rare that motivated me to move into a different color other than white, I'd go for that. Did seem like blue dried up pretty quick. I don't think we saw any good blue picks. But that's only going to be, what, pack 1 and maybe pack 3? So maybe out of this pack, blue will be flowing. Wow, Chandra's Ignition? Well, there's a reason to be red, all right. Take that. There is a Citadel Castellan, too, which is perfect for the deck if we ended up green-white. But Chandra's Ignition, I think, is just too strong to pass here. Hope to Wheel, I don't know, Disciple, Prickle Borer, Scout. But Ignition too strong. Gaia's Revenge, I haven't played this. Seems like I could. I'm not giving up anything. A Cobble Brute, which I don't really care about. Rogue's Passage, which is fine, but not necessary. Gaia's Revenge certainly seems strong. Problem is I can't cast a Chandra's Ignition on it. But it is an 8/5. I don't think it's insane, but I'd probably take it and play it. Like I said, I'm just not giving up anything. Cobble Brute does not excite me enough. Alright, I think I take Empath here. I think I like that more than the Elemental. Empath's been very good for me in general. Hope to Wheel the Titanic Growth. Victor or Elemental would be nice too, but Empath seems good. Alright. Pretty tempted to take the Foundry, but at this point I think I've only got 10 playables. Is that right? So, well, I probably have enough packs where I'm going to find 13 picks, I would hope. Foundry's just so good. It's a great card. We're not even a color-intensive deck, really, until late game. I'm giving up like a Scout or a Spirit. I'm going to take Foundry. I love this card. Pretty unexciting pack here for us. Could take the Sentinel. Could also take the Cobble Brute. Cobble Brute's pretty good with Somberwald Alpha, I guess. Other than that, fairly unexciting. Goldforge Sentinel's pretty replaceable, though, too, I guess. Good blue picks in here. I'm going to take Cobble Brute. Not thrilled about it. It's a pretty late Aeronaut and Towergeist. Alright, 9 creatures in the deck. Might want the Force Mage. I do like Titan Strength a lot, though. But Force Mage seems fine here. I guess I only have 2 non-creature spells, so maybe we do take the Titan Strength. This card's pretty awesome. Alright. And I guess it works well with Chandra's Ignition in a pinch. Jeez. Bit of a miss here. I guess we'll take Aerial Volley number 2 against the Flyers deck. Good blue picks once again. No good on-color picks. I'm just going to hate a Water Courser rather than take a Bellows Lizard. Tabled Citadel Castellan? Alright, we'll hate it. Could have made it work, but chose the Chandra's Ignition instead, and it definitely seemed like red was very dry from this direction. We basically got a Chandra's Ignition and a Cobble Brute and a Titan Strength. Everything else was, well, we've just really missed, I think we missed 3 picks in a row, which now our Foundry of the Consoles pick is dangerous at this point. I was fully expecting to see some stuff wheel. I could take the Rogue's Passage. It works well with Gaia's Revenge. Actually, non-green spells or abilities from non-green. Well, I guess I can't then. Let's just take Cobble Brute number 2. At least they work well with Chandra's Ignition and Somberwald Alpha, so alright. Jeez. Cut the green card, I guess? I don't know. Alright, well, pack 3 is important. We need 10 picks. That might be tough, actually. Could have to end up playing Rambler. We'll leave it in for now. Would not be too happy about that. But I guess it's another card that works well with Ignition, sort of. No, it does. It works well with Ignition. Alright, we need to lower the curve of our deck quite a bit too, so I need to pick up some, like, more Visionaries, Elites, Timberpack Wolves, Crow and Sergeants, Orchard Spirits. Fiery Impulses would be nice. Chandra's Fury will take and likely play, since, once again, we're kind of hard up for playables at the moment. So this pack, besides the Chandra's Ignition, which is a big plus, was a bit of a miss for us. So pack 3 is going to be pretty important. Oh, I mean, we got the Gaia's Revenge, but honestly, I'm not super stoked about Gaia's Revenge. I don't think the card is all that incredible. 7 mana, as you might imagine, is a lot of mana. And the fact that I can't even use it with Chandra's Ignition is bumming me out a little bit. Alright, Valeron Wardens versus Lightning Javelin. I'm already kind of clogged up in the 4-drop department. I think I'm just going to take the Wardens. We also have Sergeant and Fire Fiend Elemental, which work well with it. It's just a great card in general, too, so I'm just going to take the Wardens. It seems too important for curving purposes. I do like Javelin, too, but not as much as Wardens, I don't think. Somberworld Alpha number 2. We also have Wild Instincts. Alright, Seismic Elemental. This pack has everything we want. This is like our pack. Kind of want to take the Seismic Elemental with the double Cobble Brute. Just going like Warden's Cobble Brute Elemental would be pretty insane. It's even good with Chandra's Ignition. We already have an Alpha. I think Elemental here is pretty solid pickup. Hope to wheel an Alpha, Force Mage Instincts, any of those. Even Mage Ring Bully I'd probably play, but not be in love with. Okay. Timberpack Wolf, Wild Instincts, Dragon Fodder. I don't think it's going to be the Dragon Fodder. I'm not sure if it's going to be the Timberpack Wolf either, though. Wild Instincts is going to work really well with like Valeron Wardens and Cobble Brute. And our removal currently is practically non-existent. It's a Chandra's Ignition, a Titan Strength, and Titanic Growth. I think we might actually need the Wild Instincts. Wow. Here's a pack. Probably take Ravaging Blaze. I'm never really going to have Spell Mastery with it, though, so I could take Boggart Brute, but it seems like a mistake to ever pass the Blaze. Especially since we're a little bit light on kill spells at the moment. Gideon's Phalanx. It's pretty cool. I think I actually want Recluse over Bully. We're not really a beatdown deck, so Recluse also works better with like Wild Instincts. Potentially survives Ignition. Majoring Bully can be good, but I don't really like it all that much in general, and this deck seems like something that needs to buy time. So let's take the Recluse, which is a card I admit I'm not super thrilled about playing most of the time. I could take the Guardians. I really don't like that card very much. I'd rather play a Gorger than a Rambler. Some people really like the Guardians of Miletus, but I'm not a huge fan. We'll take the Dragon Fodder. It seems like something we can make work in this deck for sure. LSV is not a big fan. I'm okay with it. I think it's a fine card. Actually, it's a nice way to turn on your Ravaging Blaze too. Prickle Boar. I guess we have 3 5-drops already. Maybe I want the second Orchard Spirit, but Prickle Boar seems better. But then again, I mean, Orchard Spirit kind of has evasion. It comes down earlier. We're kind of good on the late game already, and Prickle Boar is late game. I think Prickle Boar is better than Spirit, but I'm going to take Spirit because I want to lower my curve slightly. I want to make sure I'm making plays before turn 4 here. Act of Treason, not really something I'm looking for. I don't have any sack outlets anyway. I think we're going to hate the Shambling Ghoul. Blightcaster is a fine card too, but I think Shambling Ghoul, just because it comes down earlier and we're vulnerable to early beats, I'm just going to take that. All right, Force Mage, I'm going to take over the Bully pretty easily, actually. It's a nice 23rd card. All right. Well, this deck's satisfactory. We've got some... we ended up with some pretty good spells for the most part. And we still get to play the Foundry, which I am happy about, even though we are slightly more color intensive now. Not really worried about any of these cards. I guess Deep Sea Terror, the most likely to be played. Yeah, our deck looks fine, actually. I don't really have any issues with it. Turn Centaur can be annoying. I don't think I'm going to play a Mantle of Webs. Negate could definitely be a card good against us. All right. Yes, I think our deck is... I think our deck's fine. A little bit top heavy, but not too bad. We ended up rounding it out a little bit better in that last pack. And we've got good sideboard plan against Flyers. And we have the Foundry, so we've got some flood mitigation. 17 creatures. We have 9 creatures to play before turn 4, which is pretty good, actually. It's quite a significant portion of our deck. Certainly have some good finishers. All right, I'm satisfied. I don't think this deck is bonkers, but Chandra's Ignition makes it a lot better, so got that going for us. A little bit removal light, basically just Ignition, Instincts, and Ravaging Blaze. The rest are just combat tricks, but I guess Chandra's Fury is a card I haven't played in a while, but I think is actually fine in this deck, taking out tokens and X1s and such. All right, I am satisfied. And are we going to be doing an even split? Yeah, I think we actually are. We have more double red than double green, but we have more green spells total, so I think even split is justified here, and they agree. So, okay. All in all, fine deck. Let's see how it performs. I'll see you round 1.